Okay, so this literally just hit me. This sprite of this player character, like with this outfit, this is actually, I think, a reference to an unused sprite. Okay, so long story short, this shirt is basically the one that the character Char wears. And like, as the kill 'em all route, the no mercy genocide route, whatever you want to call it, goes on, it's kind of implied that they're kind of taking more control of the player character. And there's this one point in the second area where you're in this like rainy area, there's like puddles and stuff. And there's this unused series of sprites of Chara, but like with their facing shadow, kind of like this. That people theorized was going to be used in that segment in like reflections and puddles instead of your own reflection. So I think that's actually a reference to that.
It's interesting. Cool.
So given that this is basically all but confirmed to be an alternate reality since Sans doesn't know any of these people, I guess it could be this could be like Chara since Azrael's still there, all that jazz. But it's except their name is now Kris. There you go. Various bags of soil. What's up this way? Just blocks me. I'm going to make that. Oh, Kris, before you go. Here, for your mother, our secret. You got the bouquet of flowers. Have a great day, Kris. Ready? Let's see. It's your dad's truck. The floor of the front seat is littered with old papers and country CDs. Hey! Nothing better than hanging out the lake with my best bro, watching the waves go by.
Waves at a lake?
True. I guess so, yeah. What is this? A hole in the sand? Jump in. But you know what you're actually got to look out for is papers in the dark, because it'll bring it into another reality.
Yeah.
There's some kind of scratching noise coming from inside.
It's not sketchy.
Oh. Kris, like, if you want to come in, my cat flap is like always open to you. But not the door. You can't open the door. Oh, hi, Kris. Do you need help with your homework again? I know you were having trouble last time, so, I actually got a few things ready for you in case, wait. Sorry, I can't right now. I forgot my house key again, and, sorry, Kris. I'll help you later if that's okay. See you at school, Kris. Kris? Would you want to talk about something? Anything. Key. Huh? Why don't I ask my mom for the key? I mean, she doesn't like it when I bother her when she's working. Don't worry, okay? I'll just go over to Caddy's. Let's see. Okay, this is the way home. Okay, we've got Undone, we got Sans, we got Asgore, we got Alfie's tutorials at home. Where's Papyrus? Where's my favorite of the skeletons? Where's old Papyrus? Although, maybe if what Sans is saying, maybe he's like actually not here. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure like how many other people are playing the game, I'm sure someone will find him. He's out of bounds!
Maybe he's the little brother in the house in this world.
Maybe. It's your mom's van. Welcome home, honey. Did you have fun with your friend today? By the way, I just finished baking a pie. If you go to bed, it will be cool when you wake. But do not eat it all this time, alright? Can I have this too? Kris, what is it, honey? Me. Kris, honey, you have grown up so much. Someday soon you will be going off to university as well. Remember when you were little? You asked when your horns are going to grow in. So you bought that headband with the little red horns on it. Oh, you wore it for months. Whatever happened to it? It's a butterscotch cinnamon pie. It's still cooling. It's a trash can. Yeah, ready. This is where Papyrus is. It's only you. You go to bed. This chapter of your adventures will end. You go to bed. Alrighty. I mean, I can't really think of anywhere else where he'd be.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Maybe he's not here in this right now.
Yeah. Alright. You decided to go to bed. Go to bed.
Can you wake up and get pie?
What the?
That's more how I wake up in the morning.
It's okay, I'm just being puppeteered by the devil. To the summoning circle. This rug will grant me the power to rip out my own soul.
Yep.
Rip out my heart, if you will. Let's go for a wagon ride. In the bird cage.
In the wagon.
Yeah, why did I have a bird cage in there anyway?
I don't know.
Okay, I didn't kill anybody. I mean, I didn't. Okay. Well, I mean, when I played, I did the True Princess run, so Car was good.
The light is running low.
Chapter 1.
The shadows start to grow. And the places
Yeah, he actually didn't do the sprites.
seem
No?
like
Yeah, Temmie Chang did them. She's an artist. She also does sprites. That's why there's a species called Temmies.
Did she do the first games?
Yeah. There were some other like designers as well, but like she did most of it. Yes, support.
Full on music in the credits like a movie.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
Word of light.
I'm with you in the dark.
It's Papyrus singing. It was Papyrus.
That's why you couldn't find him in the town.
He was actually female all along. Papyrusette.
Oh.
I had it close. Actually, does this work? That legend was. Okay. Like, where did this take me? Oh! Nice. Oh, it has it in Japanese too? Really?
That's nice.
That's cool. Oh my gosh! That's actually really neat. Okay. I think that's it.
Cool.
Okay, so that's it for Deltarune. I mean, I thought it was pretty fun.
Me too. I liked it.
Alrighty, so let's just, story. Let's start with a scale from 1 to 10.
Story-wise,
All whole numbers.
one more gets bigger points.
Yeah,
you know.
that's why I didn't look at you when I said that. I was more reminding myself.
Just an 8.
8? Alrighty.
It wasn't something that was like particularly unique,
Yeah.
but I thought I liked it. It wasn't derivative, and I thought it was pretty well told.
I'll give it an 8 too. Again, I agree the story wasn't like that original, but at the same time, this is only chapter 1, and and again, the writing is really good. So, but like, let's talk about like the characters. I think the characters were pretty well done. I thought the comedy was good as always. You know, I think that's like what's so good about you know playing it yourself before like watching it. Most of the jokes are gonna like hit home more because they like rely on that whole unexpected element. I thought the characters are pretty good. It's interesting that it seems like they're like that Toby's like kind of like lighted his stance on like going like the kill them all route. You know, now that like we have like Susie as she starts off, it's like
Sure,
it's
yeah.
like a character you could like either way you could really go. So it makes me wonder like how much like this game could vary if you took like a different route. I mean, I can definitely see why he said it's gonna like take years before the final game is released because
Sure,
like
yeah.
this is chapter 1 and he has to like implement this level of like different things that can happen throughout the whole thing. Yeah, that would be pretty extreme. The graphics look pretty good. I definitely like the new battle layout. It reminds me of like old Final Fantasy. But I guess that's not really part of the story now, is it? Well, I mean, I guess if we're moving on, scale 1 to 10 again, music.
Music.
I'm gonna give it a... I'll give it a 9.
Nice.
Well, like not all of the songs were good, but the ones that were good were ambient, and the ones that were really good were really good. I mean, you saw me like bouncing through the music. It's Toby Fox. His soundtracks. There's a reason why they've been remixed so much.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
What about you? What did you think?
I feel like
You don't like
people
it.
are gonna be mad at me when I say this, but
I know.
I don't not like it.
Okay.
But it's a very particular kind of music, even for games that I like.
Yeah.
So I would give it a 7 because I
Okay.
wasn't like cringing at any of his stuff.
Yeah.
He's good. It's just not something that I would choose to listen to. Because I listen to
Yeah.
game soundtracks all the time, but
And honestly, I think it should be pretty clear that for us a 6 and a 7 isn't like bad.
no.
Honestly, I might be a bit a little too generous with the 9 since I didn't like all of them, but I don't know. I always liked his stuff. I love listening to the soundtrack. It was like torture not being able to like listen to some of the remixes I have in like my likes playlist while waiting to play this game. Were there any that stuck out to you though?
No.
No.
That's why I'm giving it a 7.
Well, none really stuck out to me, but like I can remember a lot of them. But none's like stuck out like specifically. Like there's a lot I like, so but I'm sure I'll come to have like my favorites later on. Okay, how about design? Like art design, like characters, all that jazz.
I liked it.
Yeah?
I did like it. I thought it was very cool seeing the different monsters and stuff that they can create and fairly unique ideas. They didn't just go with classic stereotypical ones. They actually like came up with their own. They weren't just like I don't know, Phoenix or
You know what? It was nice. Like the card theme, I'm assuming it's like there's a different theme for every chapter, but like they didn't like just go with this guy's diamond shape. They actually kind of like incorporated it into like unique ways. Like they weren't just a heart. They're like a heart and a cloak. They weren't just a diamond. They were a diamond snake. I can appreciate that. In hindsight, I wonder if they were going for like an Alice in Wonderland thing with like all the like little like chess pieces and all that at the end. I mean, I don't think it's actually a dream, but like if they were going for like that sort of theme.
It might have been. Yeah, I mean like falling down kind of thing, like Alice down the
I think the characters were nicely designed. I mean, they were definitely like memorable. I keep forgetting their names, but like their designs are like I still remember those. I think Toby's always like been good with like those designs.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like main characters? What do you think?
I like them. Yeah.
Yeah. they all seemed very unique. Like they all like brought their own like flavor to the table. Like especially like Lancer without his like walk animation, that just sticks out. It's like I can only assume that's like at this point it's like a deliberate choice, and it honestly like it's bizarrely endearing. I would say I'll give it in. Well, I don't want to be like too generous or like a perfect score, but like I like thinking of there's like not any designs I didn't really like.
I give it a perfect score.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it.
Nothing you'd pick.
Okay, 10. I'll give it a 10. It's pretty good. I'd say it makes it like a good balance between like changing up like the like creative like cat people and like you're going a little weird like the like just going in a completely weird direction with the card theme. I liked it.
The only thing I would say is like a certain like set pieces or characters. Like the thing that stands out in my head is in the castle, in the prison, is the cages that the kids are in. You could see, and it looks like someone went in Photoshop, and they took like the smallest brush, and they just did a little outline. Like they didn't fill it in, so you couldn't see like it's not purposeful. Sometimes I think it was purposeful. But like the pixels, and it just didn't look as neat as like a good. So I'm gonna give it a 9, but that's the only reason. And there was only like 2 things that I saw better than.
Were there any designs like you didn't really like though?
No, I mean I like the look of everything. I just felt like nothing is bad.
Well, to be fair, that'll probably be fixed in the final game. I can't really think of like why that would be though.
I don't know. Maybe they were trying to do small details, but they literally couldn't make it small enough.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Undertale's pixel art is good, but it's never been perfect.
Sure, I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and there's way better like sprite artists out there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Tommy, but it's like, but it's still like really good. And honestly, it's only gotten better.
Yeah, and you have to give people any pixel artists who can do characters of that size and stuff, and still have them look quality.
Yeah. Well, I guess all that's left is gameplay. Scale 1 to 10. What do you think? And this, I am curious about because this does actually seem to be one of the more divisive parts of like the game.
Yeah, so I think one of the tricky things about asking me personally this question is I was not actually in front of the computer.
Yeah.
And I actually do find that how your character moves and how easy it is to navigate something does come into my decision on if it has good gameplay or not.
Alright, what about like based on just on concept? Like from what you saw and what I was doing, like what did you think? Like the idea of fighting or sparing enemies, like talking to them to get to know them, that sort of thing.
I seem to like it. I felt like it was a little bit confusing at times. I think it could have made it a little bit more clear on what did what.
Yeah.
Like for a while there were like, does this attack affect them all or does it just affect one? I felt like it could have been a little bit more clear.
It's a bit of a learning curve.
However, I did, overall I think it is very interesting, and the idea of being able to win a battle while still sparing your opponent is a unique and very interesting, cool idea.
Yeah. Now Toby was not the first person to do this, but like it's like
I haven't seen it a lot though. I don't know the other games that do that.
There's at least one. I forget the name, but it wasn't the first. But yeah, it's
You don't know it, then you didn't do it well enough.
I guess so. I mean, I don't want to put it down, but
it's a terrible game.
Oh, it's the worst. It's better and sad. No, I can't even. I'm so sorry. But okay, sorry. Did you already say your actual rating?
Absolutely did. My actual rating, probably just right in the middle of 5.
All right. I'll give it a 7. It is pretty much kind of the same as Undertale in many regards. I mean, it was right when it said it was like made for like people who played Undertale. Although the run button is new, so I'm glad they told you about that. But like they like never even like showed you the controls. So I mean, to be fair, there's not much to learn. I mean, Z to interact, control to pause, but like I kind of remember that like pause button being something else on Undertale. I don't know why. I don't think it was. But I think the gameplay is still pretty fun. I know this game that is not only like barely qualifies as what people call like a bullet hell, because you know where you're like dodging bullets and you have like a small hitbox, relatively. But I'd say it's like a good like I'd say this series is becoming like a good like gateway series to that sort of thing. You know, like you play this to like get the feel for it, and then you like dive into something a little more serious. Like a lot of the things that they consider like bullet hells, those like kind of cross over with like space shooters, you know, that sort of thing.
Personally, I don't see that, but
well, I mean, like the enemy attacks.
yeah, but I wouldn't like consider this a training game or anything.
No, but like a good transition. I mean,
If you want to play this game, if you're training,
yeah, trying to get it.
Invaders.
Not Space Invaders, but like...
You're saying like a space shooter?
Space Shooter's like Gradius. But not Gradius, I don't think that's a bullet hell. But, I don't know, it's like a good transition thing. No. Okay, but at the same time, it does kind of have the problem that Undertale occasionally had, where it's like, it's kind of hard to, like tell like what something is gonna do. I like that there's now 3 party members. That is a concept that's like been thrown around in like fan like comics and projects and stuff. So I'm glad to like see that like actually be in like the real game. I'd say it doesn't seem like there's ever like an empty area. There's always like something interesting, there's something new being introduced.
Yeah.
There's never really anything like annoying.
No.
Well, that bird was a little annoying, not gonna lie. The bird that we said was the evolved form of the duck.
Oh, you're just saying that because it hit you.
You know, you're just bagging on me now.
But you're my brother, Max. I have to.
Well,
my job as a little sister.
But yeah, I'd say 7 for gameplay. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, but it's fun. And you know, I was never like annoyed by it per se. There was a bit of a learning curve, and you know, I had to get back into the swing.
But it's not something that you'd be stuck on for weeks.
No.
In some games.
Yeah, and honestly, I cleared the original Undertale in like 2.5 days, like just playing non-stop.
Sure.
So honestly, I'm kind of excited to like see a full-length, like long RPG in this style.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the full game.
Mm-hmm.